Yo, what up? This is Jay Vee, and I'm going in the DMs of Mascarilla. I'm 19, I'm from Long Island, New York, and I make beats, and I produce music, and I help my friends write songs. I do all that. I got started because there was just kids, like I would always hang out with older kids in high school, and they were always like rapping and making tracks. And I just thought like listening to my friend like record a song and like listen to that recording in the car, I thought that was like the sickest thing in the world. But like I knew I couldn't rap or sing. So I was just like, oh shit, like I want to make beats for them. So I just wanted to make beats for like my friends. And then I like realized like, damn, I'm actually pretty good at this.
So how do you learn how to make beats?
I just like nerded out and like went on YouTube and like watched thousands of tutorials. That was it. I remember I watched Lil Wayne like a Milli beat remake, and I went in FL Studio before I knew like what any of the buttons did, and I just like would watch him like click one button, and I'd go and click one button and then like literally do exactly what he was doing. And then I was like, holy shit, I did it. But like I didn't really do it. I was just like trying to follow the video.
So when you were in high school during that time, what kind of music were you listening to?
I was listening to like ignorant ass shit. Like I was just listening to like Chief Keef and like Fredo Santana and like Glow Gang. But then at the same time, like I found like Chris Travis, Bones, and Xavier Wolf. And I was just like, damn, like this is some next level shit. Like this is like nothing I ever heard. So then I started getting into that, and then I started listening to some like bands, just cause I realized like in the Hollow Sesh, like, what is it, like in the Sesh Hollow Waterboy stuff, I realized like I really fuck with that because like the energy and like that shit just like went hard. I never heard anything like that. And then I realized like that's like all the music that bands do. It's like all energy driven and like just makes you get hyped. So I was like, oh shit, like this is the same thing I'm into. And then from there I found like some emo bands, like really sad music. Like I found like Real Friends and like American Football, and then I started looking into like emo and like math rock and like listening to all that old stuff. And then then I just started realizing like, damn, I gotta like put all the dope shit that I'm listening to like into one thing. Do you have any advice for smaller producers? Also, what got you interested in producing? So I started making beats because in high school, I was just like hanging around kids that were rapping all the time. And I would always skip my lunch period to just go hang out in like the general music room and watch kids make beats. And I just was like watching anime at the time and like playing video games. And I was like, I really want to make some beats for these kids, like just like fit in. But at the same time, I was like sick of all the trap stuff because everyone in my high school just listened to like Chief Keef and Fredo Santana. So I just wanted to like sample that and like put some beats on it and like send them to kids. And then from there, I just started meeting a bunch of people and it evolved. And any advice for smaller producers is definitely listen to like as much music as you can. Because if you listen to one type of music, you're just going to learn how to make that type of music. And if you learn how to make as many as you can, then you could become like the tastemaker and put all the dope shit into like one thing, and that'll be your sound. What's your favorite beat that you've made? That's a hard one. My favorite beat that I've ever made is probably REM, which is Nothing Nowhere in Lil West. And probably because one, the chord progression is like super catchy, and two, like I got to do some like really wacky drums, like some like busy drums on a track that got like pretty popular, and it was just like a catchy track. So those drums were just fun to do.
So how'd you meet Nothing Nowhere?
I met him because I was just like going through my SoundCloud notifications one day, and he just liked one of my tracks. And at the time, this was when we were both like super small, and I just saw someone that had more followers than me, and I was like, yo, like I should check this out. And I was just like blown away. So I just like sent him a message and I was like, yo, your shit is sick. We should work on something. And then from there, we're just like sending tracks back and forth on email. And they were like going really well. So then we just like got to hang out in person through opportunities that we made through those tracks. Who are your top 5 up and coming artists at the moment? Number 1, Shinigami, the king. Number 2, Super Chef M, another king. Number 3, Gucci High Waters, certified king. Number 4 is this kid named Sully, Lone Sully. He's from the UK. You just type in Sullii. He's dope. And Shy, because he's also a king. Who are the people inspiring you to keep pushing with your music at pivotal career moments? An example, when you just started and when you hit blocks. So basically the people that kept me going were everyone around me, because I was just like super casual guy making beats, but I wanted to do it in a way that, you know, I don't have to worry about things and I can pay for things, and, you know, that's my job while like I'm having fun and doing what I love. And like the people around me just like thought I was fucking around and like not taking it serious. So that's pretty much it. Like I just wanted to prove everyone wrong, that like if anyone could do it, like I wanted to do it. What's your waffle recipe? Get that Belgian waffle mix, replace the eggs with flaxseed and water, and that's it. Almond milk. Boom, that's a banger.
Yeah, so can you tell us about how you're a vegan and what that decision process was like and how it is?
So pretty much, I just like, a lot of people right now like associated with vegan straight edge would think like I just got that through like listening to hardcore music, because that's like a popular thing, like punk music and hardcore. But really I was eating like shit and like sleeping all day, and I never had any energy to do anything. And then I spent 2 weeks out in Vermont with Joe, Nothing Nowhere, and he's also vegan. And I just asked him, and I was like, one day I was just like annoyed because he just kept like ordering veggie burgers, and I was like, yo, like why are you vegan? And he just gave me like the worst answer ever. He was like, oh, I just like don't want to support that shit. And I was like thinking about it the whole 2 weeks, like what does that mean? And then I went home and I like looked up some documentaries and like videos and tried to like learn up about it and like learn why people would ever stop eating animal products or using animal products. And it just like made so much sense to me. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I can't support that. So hell yeah.
Is it hard, or was it hard at first, or what was that process like?
Honestly, it wasn't even like hard for me, but everyone is different. And I know some people like got to ease into it and like first just do dairy or first just do no meat. But I watched like a bunch of documentaries, and I was just like so appalled that I just like went to the health food store the next day, and I just ate like, I ate out for like a whole day, but like I ate at like health food places, and cause I didn't even know like what vegan food was. So I just like started doing that and like paying attention to the menus and like what food is on there, and like looking up like how do I get enough protein, how do I get iron and B12 and things like that. And there's a lot of information out there. So if you just want to go cold turkey, just like hop right into it, like I say go for it. Like do it for at least a day and see like if you feel better, and take it from there. Oh yeah, I might as well add in how I'm vegan straight edge. And so being straight edge also just came from those 2 weeks, because I was just hanging out with Joe, and we were just, you know, obviously I wasn't the type of person to like, yo, like we gotta get weed, like we need some kush right now. Like I was never like that. I would just like smoke when like, I don't know, I was stressed out or something. And I just like went 2 weeks without it. And then after that, I was just like starting to realize like, if I want to eat how I want to eat and like feel healthier, like I might as well, you know, stop drinking alcohol and like stop smoking weed. And that was also around the time when I had to like, you know, deal with a lot of personal stuff. So it was kind of like I was starting to realize that without it, I could like handle situations better, and like I'm not running away from problems by like smoking weed or something, and I'm not like drinking alcohol just to fit in. I was just like really doing me at that time, so I just like ran with that. What's your favorite emoji besides the cowboy emoji? I like this one, like the cross fingers emoji. That one's fire. It just means like, that's my bro right there. Where do beats come from? Beats come from, where do beats come from? Like, beats come from listening to like the dopest shit ever, and then hand picking out your favorite little parts of that, and then putting it all together. Favorite Code Orange song? Forever. Maybe I'm like a noob because that's like a new track, but I don't know, I fuck with them, and I think it sounds really sick with like studio produced like guitars and all that. Fire. What do you use to make your beats? I use FL Studio 11. I don't use 12 because I don't know, it just came out and it looks way nicer, but I just didn't feel like changing up the workflow. I just like move as fast as I can when I'm making beats. I just like try to get the ideas in there as fast as I can. So that's what I know, and I'm gonna stick with that. My question is, when did you decide to leave the music behind and become a full-time emo cowboy? I'm not even gonna claim the emo cowboy because that's all Masogi, Cowboy 2018. Would you and Joe plus other kings play New Zealand? Hell yeah, I would play New Zealand. What kind of question is that? It's just a matter of like getting booked and getting the market up out there first, but I would definitely do that. That would be sick. I'd like to play anywhere, to be honest. Like, I'll go all over the damn world. Hard shell or soft shell taco, not filled with meat, of course. I go with that soft shell because I fuck with burritos. So I like a mini burrito every now and then.
People in Los Angeles are gonna crucify you for that answer.
Why is it like everyone fucks a hard shell?
A taco a burrito. Like soft shell, hard shell is already like a Taco Bell kind of question.
Dude, I'm not like a Mexican food connoisseur, but
Bro,
I put like fucking tofu in my tacos, so they probably hate me already, so.